Hey there. So today I'm going to show you how to post social messages through NewPanda. This video is specifically about, it's a social post that's not connected to a NewPanda email message. Okay, that's covered in a separate video. So we're just making a social post. So we're going to go to messages and say create new message. And we're going to say make my own. Gonna land on the create email page, but this is not an email message, so we're not designing an email. Instead, we're just gonna come right here and save and continue. This is gonna take us to the email details page. And really what this is the message details page. So we're gonna, you could leave the message name the way it is, e-message in today's date, but 8 months from now when you're trying to find that message, this is super not helpful. So I always encourage you to make a name for your message. So we're gonna call this social recycle phone books. And I'm going to put today's date, okay? An email subject line is required even if you're not emailing, but if you're really not emailing, then you don't care what the subject line is. So I just type a character or two and move along. We don't care about the rest of these details because, again, we're really not emailing it. It's just a social message. So as soon as I have my message name the way I want it and something in the subject line, save and continue. All right, if you happen to land on the create mobile message page, just go ahead and click on create social message. This is the page you want to be on. You can select some or all of your social networks, okay, whichever social networks you want. Then once that's done, you're just going to come down here and compose your social message. Now the first option that you have is just to make a social message that says something, right? Any social message, and it doesn't have to link to anything. And if that's what you're doing, then down here you're going to come down to your options and you're going to choose this second option, no link needed. This is just a personal comment. Okay, you could choose that and then move along, right? But in this case, and in most cases, you're actually going to want to link to like a third-party website or something like that. So in my case, I happen to find this really cool web page that talks about ways that you can reuse your telephone books instead of throwing them away. Okay, so so I'm going to come into NewPanda and I'm going to make a personal comment and tell people why I think this is a super awesome social post. Feeling guilty about throwing your old phone books away? Why not reuse them instead? I'm going to insert a space there because there will be a hyperlink here, and I just don't like it exactly connected to it, like a run-on with my last word. Okay, that's just personal preference. Okay, then so once you have your personal comment inserted, then you're going to come down here in your options and you're going to choose insert a link pointing to the URL of your choice. You're going to activate that radio button, so it's going to open up the URL field, and it's super easy. I just come to the web page that I want. I click in the URL address bar. I Control C to copy it. You can use whatever method you like to copy your URL, and I'm going to paste it into the enter the URL field. And then I'm going to do step 2, click the down arrow. I'm going to click that arrow, and you're actually going to see that it inserts up here this short URL. Okay, you're going to want to leave that there because that's going to create the actual hyperlink to your content. And then you're going to see a preview of what the message is going to look like. And basically what's going to happen is your social sites are going to scrape that web page. They're going to find a title. They might find the source, and then they're going to scrape and find usually like the sub headline, okay, or the byline. We don't have any control over that. It's just whatever gets scraped off the website, okay? And then you're just going to go and say save and continue, right? And then you can either save it as a draft, you can send it now, or you can schedule for delivery. Remember that our servers live in Eastern time. So if you happen to be in Mountain Time or Pacific Time or Central Time, just remember that our servers live in Eastern time. So if you want this to post at 2 p.m. Pacific time, you are going to want to say that you want it to post at 5 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Or you can always just go ahead and say send now. Of course, when you do say send now, that's really going to be right away, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look then and see how that message is going to post on our social sites. So here's what it looks like on Twitter. Okay. And then if I can find Facebook, we'll go ahead and refresh our Facebook page. We'll see what it looks like on Facebook. And there it is on Facebook. And then, of course, if you click on it, it's going to land on the page that you selected. And that is how to do social posts through NewPanda.